Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Evan Carthy from evancarthy.com. Today is September 16th, 2020, end of day Friday. Just want to do a quick preview going into next week for what I'm looking for, and then a recap of what happened today. So starting off with S&P 500, this is going to be for S&P 500 and the Dow Jones. So here for the S&P 500, you can see the line. That's where the market opened here going into Friday right here. Bottom black line is the previous day where the market opened at for the U.S. session at 8:30 a.m. Central Time, and the other upper black line is where the U.S. market at 3 p.m. where it closed at 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time. And so as you can see, price just kind of stayed all around that line until around around 6 a.m. All times gonna be central on here. That's what time zone I'm in. And so we did have a couple moves today before the market sold off here late in the afternoon. So starting off right here, just a couple 5-way moves up. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is really close right here for it not being one, because the low on this bar right here was 34.81, and the high on this one right here was 34.81. So we didn't have the fourth wave right here go down into the first wave. If it had gone one more tick, then it would have been violated, and this wouldn't have been a 5-wave L8 move. But it didn't, so it went up there, hit the target area box, came down, and had a ton of support. Moving from here, hit the initial 38% retracement box right here, which is drawn from point 2. Then also hit the other one down here, which is drawn from point 0, and rose right back up, which started the next 5-wave move going up. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 up to there. And so then from there, at that time, yeah, about 9:30 a.m. U.S. time, and then from since then, that was the high point of the day right there. All it did pretty much the rest of the day was sold off, and so what that created was another 5-wave move. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you can see what I was looking for when this was happening right here is to be honest, I was looking for a continuation for the market to somewhere when it hit down into the 38% box here, and the upper line right here, 38% down to the 61.8. Let me just draw it on here real quick, so it'll be easier to see. Right there, I was looking for price to reverse back up and continue to head north. Obviously, it had other views in mind, and it created a 5-way move going down. So there you have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down here. And then of course that went and fulfilled it, finished it right there and right there. And then the big move of the day was if I wish I'd done this, I didn't, but taking this trade right here, where you take the 50% back or even the 61.8, leave your stop loss here at the 78.6. You see we'd had a real nice game going down here into the target area zone right there. Let's just make that the target. Would have had a real nice gain right there, and so that was a huge move of the day, and then the price still wasn't done, wouldn't even hit that. When it was getting close to, what time is that? Yeah, 3 p.m. right there. I really thought that it was going to stop close to where the previous market close was, but obviously in the next 15 minutes or so, 15-30 minutes, before the market finally shut down for the night, it sold off even more. So no one was, everyone was getting out of their long positions, head into the weekend. And so that was it for the S&P 500. We do have one thing to look out for when the market does open. So going into this, it has created a potential 5-wave Elliott move down here. If you go from there to there, let me just draw a couple things on here real quick. And also in the Dow Jones, it's going to have the same thing. So what we would be looking for is, let me just draw the target area box down here. So what we would be looking for is assuming this is going to go with the way I say it's going to go, is you, excuse me, take that over there. So you take second point, it's right there. There we go. And there you have it. Let's take that black line off there. We don't need that anymore. So if this low holds down here, and let me go to the 5-minute chart, make it a little bit easier to see. If this low holds down here at about 34.61, and then so starting off the when the official global market, when it opens Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time, I would be looking for a retracement up here somewhere. It's about 34.76, just somewhere like that at minimum. And then if that does happen, and then price starts going back down, then we'd be looking for the target area box for at least to come into about 34.54, and this would create a 5-wave Elliott 5-wave Elliott move right there. And so from there, we'd be looking for it to reverse and go up to the long side right there. Now over to the Dow Jones. Again, I guess we'll start with reverse here at the end of the day because I already have it drawn up right here. But what we're looking at again is a potential 5-wave move right here, just similar to the ES. So doing that and that. Get rid of the black line. Draw the target zone box for it. And then take this to 0.2. There we go. So we'd be looking for, assuming this pivot point low holds right here, price come up, at least hit 25.05, but does not go greater than 28.584. And then to somewhere reverse in there, come down, hit this box, and that would create the 5-wave Elliott move right there, and look to trade off that in some form or fashion, whether it's using the pitchfork, breaks out there, go along with it, whatever, or using Fibonacci's. But anyways, that's what I'm looking for going into Sunday night session when it opens, and then just reversing it out here a little bit. You can see it's along the same ways, pretty much had the same stuff, at least all the way up until here, was a bunch of 5-wave moves heading up into it. You had one here in the overnight session, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here, and then it started reversing up, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you had another one right here. It barely ticked off of this 38%, but enough to complete that move right there. I don't think it came down and hit this one. Oh, it did actually as well. And then the second one, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there you had the high for the day right there. You see I drew my long box right there because, again, just with the Dow Jones, I was looking for the market to continue to bounce off here somewhere and continue to go higher, and of course the opposite happened. So you had 0, 1, 2, or potential, excuse me, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so that is the Dow Jones for the day. And then we'll go in a little bit here in the longer term charts since it's the end of the week right here. Let's go into the hourly, and I'm going to take off the day break sessions. There we go. So what we have right now here in the S&P 500 is, let me take these off real quick, is going here in the hourly chart. You had a couple other 5-wave moves right here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 got completed. You had a real small one down in here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that completed. Then I was looking for one in here, but you didn't get any, there was nothing in here. What it's been is just one big straight shot up for it right there. So here you see you have the retracement. It's hit off the 50% retracement line, and I drew, I wrote battle right here to remind myself, because right now there is a battle between the bulls and the bears, because as you can see, they put their line in right here at around the 50% Fibonacci level, and then you have going the opposite way. For the bears, if one of these is going just to be a start of an ABC move, which can turn into a 5-way Elliott move right here, could go either way, 0, 1, 2, and then up over there. But as you can see right here, they drew their line in the sand at the 61.8 Fibonacci retracement level right there. So just going to have to wait and see who is going to win out right there, because that's going to say which direction the next potential intermediate term trend could have for it here in the S&P 500. But right now it's just locked in in a battle. Oops. And in the daily, I don't think there's much going on. Yeah, same thing. It could be potential ABC move going right here, A, B, C going up over there. So with that being said, I would lean more to the bulls winning rather than the bears, just because in the daily chart from right here, we have a potential ABC move, which those can turn into the 5-wave Elliott moves right there. And so that's why my guess or my prediction is that the bulls win out, and when it breaks its previous high and keeps on moving up. Now going over to the Dow Jones, so just going to stick here on the daily charts here real quick. So previously moving up over here, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then also as well, let me go back down to the real long-term time frame down here in the weekly chart. Because what this could potentially be is you can see it bounced off the 50% retracement after this 5-wave move was complete, starting way back over here from the financial crisis back in March of 2009. And so if this is going to be one that continuation, after a 5-wave move right here is completed, and of course the trend is the kind of like that trend channel is broken right there, but it's bounced off at least the 30% line, which it did, 30% and also the 50% line, then this could be a potential A, B, B, C, with the target we would be looking for at a minimum of around 32,891. And going back into the S&P 500 real quick, you have the same exact setup, except it is a little bit higher. You can see that there's the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, came back down, hit the 38, didn't quite hit the 50, but hit the 38, which is just good enough. And with the target I have for the S&P 500 market at a minimum, of course it can go higher than this, would be around 3,800 for it right there. See, it has broken that previous high right there, and I'm just looking for it to continue its rise up. Currently it's at around 34.62. And then going back over here to the Dow Jones, all we're in right here is a potential ABC move right there. Going forward, I was looking for this. We're looking for right in here. This whole thing, I was trying to get a 5-wave move in here, which would start off another one in here. But after looking at it all, the wave C was the smallest wave, which when the Elliott wave rules is it can't be the smallest out of the three major waves that go up. So that was null and void. So all it turned out to be right there was a B, C move up there right there. And so those are the ones that start the 5-wave Elliott move. So what we would have to see for this to truly be one is for price to continue to rise up, make a new high somewhere, come back down, and does not break this blue line right here at about 27,639. That'd create the 4th wave right there, and then go up in here into the 5th wave. So here you would have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there, because you see a lot of times that 3rd wave is can get pretty messy, but to make sure that it would be the 3rd wave, and where the 4th wave wouldn't break down into the 1st wave down in there. So that's what I'm looking for. Longer term, definitely still bearish on the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones, but here for the intermediate time frame, looking to see what's going to happen in this war of attrition going on right now between the bears right here, and then going on between the bulls right there. So even if the bears went out here in the short term, short to intermediate term, still long term, still very, very bullish, and looking for at least the target of 3,800 on the Dow Jones, and the target for 3,800 for the S&P 500, and then the target for the Dow Jones, 32,890. So that's it for today. Have a great weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.